Ringler's TV asks, I'm wondering what's a good part list to buy for a 5-inch quad. Thank you for a $5 super chat, Ringlers. Thank you for the opportunity to insert an ad break for my own product. Ha ha! Sucker!
FPV drones have been described as like a roller coaster where you get to decide where the roller coaster goes. That is so right. You put the goggles on your face, you become the drone, and then you do things that you could never do with your body. You experience speed, you experience agility, you can go places, you can do tricks, you can...
Yeah, that guy's a pretty good pilot. What I would first suggest is that you buy either the analog or the digital version of my beginner drone build kit. The analog version is $339, includes everything but the receiver. You have to buy the receiver separately. There's a recommended receiver on the page. Right? No. There's recommended other stuff on the page, sure. The digital version is $300, but it doesn't come with a digital video transmitter. You have to pick which digital video transmitter you want. And the beauty of it, and I think what makes it so compelling, is that I have...
FPV drones have been described as...
Stop, Bardwell. I have a complete playlist of all of the steps to build the drone. And the idea here is that this is your opportunity to go through a 101 class on building and setting up a Betaflight drone. So, like, there are build tutorials out there. This is like 4 hours, I think, of content. Maybe a little less. That doesn't look like 4 hours. It might be 4 hours. I can't remember. In my head, I remember it being about 4 hours of content. And that's a lot of content. You can find build videos that are way shorter than that. But, like, they take you through the steps, but they don't, like, tell you why you're doing what you're doing. And my thinking was that if you're just getting into FPV, you can learn the basics by doing them and understanding why you're doing them. And that's why I think this is the best kit to get and the best tutorial to learn to build an FPV drone. So that would be my actual recommendation. If you want to go your own way, FPVknowitall.com, home of the ultimate FPV shopping list, also has part suggestions, and you can just pick parts. But, like, how are you going to know how to put them together without a tutorial? You're not. So, does the $339 include remote ID? No, it doesn't. That's the the assumption is that you'll be flying at a FRIA. That's why we don't include remote ID. Can you imagine the backlash if we raised the price by $80 and included a remote ID module? Can you imagine how angry people would be that we were forcing them to buy a remote ID module? Never mind the fact that recreational flyers can move their remote ID module between their birds, so maybe you already own one. No, we do not include a remote ID module. That is between you and your priest and the FAA, what you do with your remote ID module.